Konnichiwa, I'm Ono. In this video, I'll introduce the top 10 recommended sightseeing spots in Kyoto. If you're considering visiting Kyoto or if you love Japan, be sure to watch until the end. So let's get started. First, let me explain the overview of Kyoto in Japan. Kyoto is a beautiful city steeped in Japanese history and culture, known as the ancient capital due to its thousands of years of history. This magnificent city is at the heart of Japan's soul, with charms that cannot be fully expressed in words. Kyoto was once the capital of Japan and was built as Heian-kyo in 794. During this period, Japanese culture flourished, giving birth to many cultural achievements. Its influence still remains strong today, evident in Kyoto's landscapes and traditional events. One of its distinctive features is the presence of beautiful shrines and temples scattered throughout the city. Kyoto boasts hundreds of temples and shrines, each with its own history and beauty. Moreover, Kyoto is famous for its beautiful scenery throughout the 4 seasons. In spring, cherry blossoms bloom gloriously, perfect for cherry blossom viewing. In autumn, the autumn leaves are beautiful, and Kyoto's mountains and temples are popular spots for viewing the foliage. The beauty of these seasons captivates visitors, making Kyoto worth visiting all year round. Kyoto is also a hub of traditional Japanese culture. Practices like tea ceremony, flower arrangement, and kimono culture are deeply rooted, allowing you to experience traditional Japanese aesthetics. In tea ceremony, you can learn how to prepare matcha and enjoy traditional sweets, while in flower arrangement, you can refine your skills in arranging flowers. With many kimono shops and rental stores in Kyoto, you can also stroll around the city in kimono, experiencing the special feeling of wearing Japan's beautiful traditional attire. Moreover, Kyoto is a treasure trove of delicious Japanese cuisine. You can enjoy a variety of Japanese dishes such as sushi, sashimi, tempura, oden, okonomiyaki, ramen, and udon. In particular, Kyoto's kaiseki cuisine and Japanese vegetarian cuisine are considered the pinnacle of traditional Japanese cuisine. Kyoto's tourist attractions are numerous, each with its own charm. In addition to Kinkakuji Temple and Kiyomisudera Temple, there are places like Fushimi Inari Taisha, Okazaki Park, Arashiyama, and Gion. By visiting these places, you can experience Japanese history and culture and have a memorable experience. Today, Kyoto is a city where tradition and modernity coexist beautifully. While old-fashioned streets remain, there are also modern shopping streets, cafes, and restaurants. Kyoto is a fascinating and diverse place where you can enjoy history and beauty while also experiencing the comfort of modern life. Now, let's introduce the top 8 sightseeing spots in Kyoto that you really must visit. If you're thinking of visiting Kyoto, be sure to watch until the end. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and give it a thumbs up so you don't miss out on the latest information about Japan. Top 8. Togetsukyo Bridge. Ranked at number 8, I've chosen the Togetsukyo Bridge in the Arashiyama area. The Togetsukyo Bridge is an arched bridge spanning the Katsura River, incorporating traditional Japanese architectural style with a length of approximately 155 meters and a width of about 3.6 meters. Its origins date back to 836 AD, when the monk Dosho constructed the bridge. Originally located about 100 to 200 meters upstream, frequent floods led to repeated collapses, eventually resulting in its current position. While the original bridge was wooden, the current structure, built in 1934, is reinforced concrete. However, to harmonize with the landscape, the design retains elements of the original wooden bridge, including wooden lattice-style railings. The Togetsukyo Bridge is also renowned as a cherry blossom viewing spot, offering a beautiful sight of cherry blossoms from the bridge during the spring season. Additionally, during the autumn foliage season, the trees adorned in red and yellow form a stunning tunnel, captivating visitors. The name Togetsukyo reflects its special atmosphere. The term Togetsu describes the scenery from the bridge resembling the beauty of the moon, particularly enchanting when illuminated at night, appearing as if the moon is reflected on the river surface. As a symbol of the charm of ancient Kyoto, the Togetsukyo Bridge is beloved not only by tourists but also by locals. Surrounding the bridge are traditional tea houses, restaurants, and souvenir shops, providing opportunities for visitors to enjoy Kyoto's culture and cuisine. Furthermore, the Togetsukyo Bridge has had a significant influence on literature and art. Many poets and writers have been inspired by the bridge's beauty, composing poems or paintings. Even today, the bridge serves as a filming location for movies and TV dramas, making it an iconic spot of Kyoto for tourists from both Japan and abroad. Recently, it gained attention as the setting for a Detective Conan movie, didn't it? The Togetsukyo Bridge showcases different beauties with each season, embodying the harmony of Japan's tradition and nature. Due to its beauty and historical significance, it's undoubtedly one of the must-visit attractions when exploring Kyoto. Top 7. The Bamboo Grove Path. The Bamboo Grove Path is an approximately 400-meter pathway that runs from Nonomiya Shrine through the north gate of Tenryuji Temple to Okochi Sanso Villa. You can reach it in about a 15-minute walk from the Togetsukyo Bridge I introduced earlier. It's a representative tourist spot of Kyoto, with well-maintained bamboo groves lining both sides of the pathway. The history of the Bamboo Grove Path dates back to ancient times, with bamboo naturally growing here for over 1200 years. During the Heian period, it was said to be a villa area for nobles. On sunny days, sunlight filters through the trees, creating a pleasant atmosphere, while on overcast days, the dense bamboo makes it dim even during the day. Now, let me introduce how to enjoy the Bamboo Grove Path. If you're aiming for Instagram-worthy photos, I recommend strolling in a kimono or yukata. There are many rental kimono shops around the Bamboo Grove Path, so you can visit without any preparation. Besides just renting kimonos or yukatas, there are various attractive options available, such as authentic makeup, experiences as a maiko or geiko in costume, professional photography services, and even footbath services. Furthermore, exploring the Bamboo Grove by rickshaw is also recommended. Ebisuya Arashiyama Main Store departs from the Togetsukyo Bridge I introduced earlier. And within the allotted time, you can visit the spots you want to see. You can choose your own walking route or leave it to the rickshaw driver. It's possible to visit the Bamboo Grove Path on all courses lasting 30 minutes or more. Enjoying the unique views, swaying and breeze of a rickshaw ride can also be a great experience. After walking through the bamboo grove for a while, you'll see Nonomiya Shrine in the distance. Nonomiya Shrine is one of the power spots known for matchmaking and safe childbirth. Located within the Bamboo Grove Path in Arashiyama, it also appears in the Tale of Genji. One of its highlights is the black wooden torii gate, made from the bark of a Quercus serrata tree. Due to the difficulty of preservation and the rarity of obtaining Quercus serrata logs, it's the only precious torii gate of its kind in Japan. With its distinct austere atmosphere, blending with the surrounding greenery, the torii gate creates a mysterious beauty. Additionally, there's a green moss garden called Jutan Moss that expresses the scenery of Arashiyama, with the white sand representing the Katsura River and a small bridge above representing the Togetsukyo Bridge. As such, the Bamboo Grove Path offers a tranquil atmosphere where you can immerse yourself in traditional Japanese culture. Be sure to visit and experience it for yourself. Top 6. Toroko. Next up, at number 6, we have the Sagano Scenic Railway's Toroko train, also located in the Arashiyama area. Operated by the Sagano Scenic Railway, this Toroko train travels approximately 7.3 kilometers from Toroko Saga Station to Toroko Kameoka. You can enjoy the breathtaking scenery of the Hozugawa River Valley throughout the 4 seasons. So, let's go ahead and purchase our tickets. Tickets can be purchased in advance from JR West Japan's ticket machines or online starting 1 month before the ride. Though I'll be purchasing same-day tickets on site this time, I highly recommend purchasing in advance, as Toroko trains tend to get very crowded depending on the season. Since all seats are reserved, it's a good idea to purchase in advance if you want a window seat. Also, as I mentioned earlier, although you can buy tickets at JR West Japan's ticket machines, it's essential to note that the operating company of the Taroko train is not JR, so you can't use the JR pass for this. And here's the fare. Regardless of the boarding section, it's 880 yen. Additionally, if you purchase a round-trip ticket, it will cost twice as much. The train consists of 5 cars, numbered from car 1 to car 5. This time, I'll be riding in the front car, car 1. By the way, only car 5 has no window glass and is a special open-air The Rich car. Despite its luxurious-sounding name, the fare is the same as other cars. Now, let's briefly talk about the story behind the creation of the Taroko train. While it's now an indispensable tourist spot in Kyoto, it originally became a disused section after JR's transport route was discontinued. The tracks were overgrown, the roadbed collapsed, and it was not in a condition for train operation. However, the scenery along this route was exceptionally beautiful, and it was from the strong desire of the president of the Taroko Train Company at the time to revive this route that the Taroko Revival Project started in 1990. At the outset of the project, there were only 9 members. Each member worked together to maintain the area along the line and plan and operate the project. Maintaining the disused line with such a small number of people was extremely challenging. But with various preparations in place, in April 1991, the first Taroko train departed. The number of passengers far exceeded the initial estimate of 230,000 per year, reaching 690,000 in the first year. After leisurely enjoying the scenery from the Taroko train, I also recommend the Hozugawa River Boat Ride. While the river ride is a bit pricier at 4,500 yen per person, you can enjoy the thrilling Hozugawa River Boat Ride, expertly navigated by skilled boatmen. So, that's it for number 6, the Sagano Scenic Railways Taroko train. Top 5, Tenryuji Temple. Tenryuji is an important Buddhist temple located in Kyoto Prefecture, Japan, and is registered as a UNESCO World Heritage Site due to its history and beauty. This temple is known for its harmonious blend of nature and art, beautiful buildings, and profound teachings of Zen Buddhism. Now, let's briefly explain the history of Tenryuji. The history of Tenryuji dates back to the 13th century. It was founded in the early Muromachi period in 1345 by the military leader Ashikaga Takauji. This temple is renowned for its significant influence on the development of Japanese religion and is considered an important temple for practitioners. Additionally, during the Muromachi period, Tenryuji gained fame as a renowned spot for cherry blossoms, attracting many literati and cultural figures. One of the most impressive features of Tenryuji is its garden. The garden harmonizes with the natural landscape, offering beautiful scenery throughout the seasons. The garden incorporates various elements such as waterfalls, ponds, and stone gardens. These elements are designed based on the teachings of Zen Buddhism, serving as a place to encourage Zen's tranquility and deep contemplation. The temple itself is also known for its beautiful buildings, with the main hall being one of the significant historical structures. The main hall is used for Zen meditation and practice, housing splendid Buddha statues and Buddhist treasures. The design of the buildings remains faithful to the spirit of Zen, providing a simple and clean space to support Zen practice. Furthermore, Tenryuji houses many cultural assets. These cultural assets provide valuable information about Japanese history and Buddhist culture, serving as essential materials for history enthusiasts and researchers. In summary, Tenryuji is a place worth visiting due to its historical significance, beautiful garden, Zen teachings, and various other elements that come together to create a captivating experience. Top 4, Higashi Honganji Temple. Higashi Honganji Temple was founded in 1602 through a donation of land from Tokugawa Ieyasu. Due to the Dondonyaki fire that originated from the Kinmon incident, a significant portion of the temple's buildings was destroyed by fire. The current structures were rebuilt during the Meiji period, showcasing modern Japanese architectural styles that gathered the essence of the technology of that time, including construction and wall paintings. Now, let's enter the temple. Unfortunately, photography inside the hall is prohibited, so I cannot show you the interior. However, you can see that the building is a substantial example of traditional Japanese architecture. By the way, as the name suggests, there is also Nishi Honganji Temple in Kyoto. Nishi Honganji Temple is located diametrically opposite to Higashi Honganji Temple, approximately a 10-minute walk away. While there are no major differences between the two temples, there are slight variations in details such as the arrangement of the altars and halls. It would be a good idea to visit both to appreciate these nuances. Top 3. Kinkakuji Temple. Ranking in at an esteemed third place is Kinkakuji Temple. Located in Kyoto, Japan, this temple is formally known as Rokuonji Temple. It holds immense significance in Japanese culture and history, renowned for its exquisite architecture harmoniously blended with natural landscapes. Kinkakuji was established in 1397 during the Muromachi period as a villa for Shogun Ashikaga Yoshimitsu. Its exterior, especially famous for its three-tiered tower covered in gold leaf, gives rise to its name Kinkakuji, meaning Golden Pavilion Temple. The brilliance of the gold leaf, reflecting sunlight, contrasts beautifully with the serene pond and garden. Despite now gleaming in its beauty, Kinkakuji has faced devastating damages over the years. During the Edo period, it was completely destroyed by fire caused by war. In the Meiji era, it faced economic hardship due to a movement against Buddhism, resulting in loss of support. However, through the efforts of successive abbots, Kinkakuji has persevered. As a result, it is now registered as a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a popular destination for tourists worldwide. Additionally, it has been featured in novels by renowned Japanese author Yukio Mishima, further enhancing its fame as a prominent tourist attraction in Japan. In this way, Kinkakuji embodies Japanese culture, history, and aesthetics, beloved by many for its beauty and historical significance. Now, let's draw a fortune slip before we leave. Fortune slips, or omikuji, can be found at shrines and temples across Japan, and always seem tempting to pull whenever we visit, don't they? Let's see the results right away. The result is shokichi, which translates to slightly good fortune. It says various things, but one of them is winning an argument. I'm not really into arguments though. I hope you all have the chance to pull an omikuji as well. Top 2. Fushimi Inari Taisha. Next, in second place, is Fushimi Inari Taisha. Fushimi Inari Taisha is one of the most famous shrines in Japan, known for its beautiful scenery and historical background, attracting many visitors. Fushimi Inari Taisha was founded in the early Heian period. Inari shrines are extremely important for people wishing for prosperity in business and abundant harvests, and Fushimi Inari Taisha is no exception. Initially patronized by the Toyotomi clan, it later gained widespread devotion and played a significant role in history. One of the most prominent features of Fushimi Inari Taisha is its path lined with hundreds of torii gates. These torii gates were donated by many contributors, each inscribed with the donor's name or company name. Walking through the tunnel of torii gates allows visitors to experience a sacred atmosphere and beautiful scenery. Moreover, Fushimi Inari Taisha is a place where many people visit to pray for business prosperity and family safety. Visitors bow their heads and make offerings at the main hall. Additionally, near Fushimi Inari Taisha, there are sake breweries in Fushimi where you can enjoy local sake. Fushimi Inari Taisha is known for its magnificent tunnel of torii gates, beautiful scenery, and its significance in Japanese history and culture. Not only do many people visit to pray for business prosperity and abundant harvests, but also as a tourist destination, they are captivated by its charm. Be sure to visit Fushimi Inari Taisha at least once. Before announcing the first place, let me briefly introduce some recommended spots in Kyoto that we couldn't cover this time. Firstly, there's the Kyoto Aquarium. The Kyoto Aquarium is one of Japan's largest inland aquariums. It exhibits about 250 species and approximately 15,000 creatures in 10 areas. Moreover, it's easily accessible from Kyoto City by bus or train, making it convenient to stop by during your sightseeing. Secondly, there's the Kanji Museum. The Kanji Museum in Kyoto is a museum that introduces the history and culture of kanji characters. Opened in 2016, it features various exhibits from the origin of kanji to modern times. Top 1. Kiyomizu-dera. And the first place goes to Kiyomizu-dera. Kiyomizu-dera is one of the most famous temples in Kyoto, attracting approximately 15 million visitors annually, making it a popular destination. It is said that Kiyomizu-dera was founded by Enchen in 778. Since then, it has been destroyed by fire several times, but has been rebuilt each time. The current main hall was reconstructed in 1633 under the patronage of Tokugawa Iemitsu. By the way, do you know why it's called Kiyomizu? Kiyomizu means pure water in Japanese, and the name comes from the clean spring water flowing from the mountainside here, believed to have sacred powers. One of the highlights of Kiyomizu-dera is undoubtedly its main stage. The Kiyomizu stage protrudes from the front of the main hall and stands at approximately 13 meters high. From the stage, you can enjoy a beautiful view of the cityscape of Kyoto. It's a secret known only to a few that there have been people jumping off the Kiyomizu stage in the past. And of course, one thing you shouldn't forget on your trip to Kyoto is souvenirs. Kyoto is famous for Yatsuhashi sweets, and along the approach to Kiyomizu, you can sample various flavors of Yatsuhashi at the shops. Be sure to buy souvenirs here. I also couldn't resist sampling various flavors of Yatsuhashi, like sesame, matcha, and sweet bean paste. They were all incredibly delicious. So, in this video, I introduced my personal top 8 popular spots in Kyoto, based on my own judgment and bias. Let's recap the tourist spots I introduced this time. Through my channel, I aim to share Japanese culture with the world, so I regularly share information about Japanese tourism and culture. If you love Japan or are interested in Japanese culture, I would be delighted if you could subscribe to my channel. Well then, let's meet again in the next video.